All right, so you can see an example of a hook, a very, very specific thing. Well, she's been on national TV, she's been a best-selling author, and here to share with you some secrets for making the most of the summer. Please rise, give a standing ovation to Mary Giuseffi.
Good evening. How are you? I am so excited to be here. I'm so honored to be here. And I'm also so very grateful to Steve and to his incredible team. I did quantum leap many, many, many years ago. I think I was in the second class. So much has changed since then. And I encourage you each to just taste every morsel of the next 3 days and what happens beyond that. Because all of you have had, and I've had the blessed experience to work with many, many of you, and I'm excited to meet those of you that I didn't have a chance to work with. But I know you have worked hard to get here. You have, you have just climbed buildings, and you've leaped, and you've flown, and you've crashed, and you've burned, and you've come up again, and you've missed planes, and gotten trains, and been in wrong hotels, and you've done it. But guess what? You're here. Don't think about any of that now. Tonight is the beginning of the dance that you will have. For me, it's been a dance that I started 47 years ago with the media. And I can promise you each that every day is a gift, that every opportunity, and every time you do something, like the times that I got on Kathy Lee a couple times in a row, it's as if you've never done it before. And that's the magic. Because at that moment, opportunity and readiness meet, and you take that leap of faith, and all of a sudden, everything that you've ever done makes sense. And everything that you know beyond what you think you know rings so true and is delivered so eloquently that you can't believe what you've just done. And that's the magic, and that's the juice, and that's what keeps us coming back for more. Because I know that each of you have a story and a message that's larger than who you are, right? That each of you have come here with a tremendous purpose. And you're using the media and your brand as leverage to communicate that purpose. And so I want you to remember that. It's not about you. It's about that message. You're the vessel, okay? And in that you have power. You're empowered. So we only have a few minutes tonight, and I am going to talk to you about the 3 R's. And if I can't read this, I will put my glasses on, so forgive me for that. That's what happens when you become about 58. I'm like, and now I need stronger and stronger glasses, and my brother's this really well-known ophthalmologist. He's a surgeon. And I called him, I said, Vince, I can't read. Do you think you could squeeze me in next time I'm in New Jersey? He says, Mary, just go to the dollar store and buy 20, 30 pair. So that's messages from the expert, right? So I'm going to talk to you tonight about the 3 R's in meeting with media from this day forward. Remember, starting, we have the reset button tonight from this day forward. So the first thing I want to talk about is being relatable. Up until now, it's been all about you, right? I am practicing my pitch. I am learning how to be my best friend. I am stepping into my power. I got my one sheets. I got my books. I got my airline tickets. I got my clothes. I got my thing. Guess what? Nobody cares. At this point, what they care about is how are you going to be relatable to their audience. So it only matters if you can make your message relevant, which is the next R. Relatable. I have found in my 47 years of being in the media, you know why people hire me? You know why people book me on TV? Not because I'm the smartest person, not because I'm the most beautiful person, certainly not because I'm the youngest person, People like me. I'm likable. What I found, don't ask my kids about that, but you can ask my grandfather, big fan. I'm likable. Guess what? People hire people that they like. If they like you, and if you can convince them that you're a likable person, guess what? Oh, geez, I think this person's great. I don't like that. 90 seconds, can I have another 30 seconds with this person? Fantastic. If you can sell them on your likability, AKA your relatability, they're going to think, well, geez, if I like them, I got a great pitch, got a good story, what I have to say means something to my audience, they're going to book you. Likability, authenticity is about being relatable. Now, and by the way, I have some really good news for you. I had many people recently tell me that they feel that they're a little old to be doing this. No, you're not. Recent studies have shown, and this is another thing that talks about being relevant, recent studies have shown that the average age of the morning TV audience is, guess what? On the main channels, is guess what? Over 51. Over 51. It varies a little bit, 54, 57. So guess what, baby boomers? They're gonna have to drag us away. We still have the power, we still have the privilege, and we are very, very relatable and very relevant. So don't worry about that. How are we relevant? We're relevant in two ways. We must understand what is happening in the world as we regard our expertise to that. So in other words, I Google my topic all the time. I recommend you Google yours too. I Google the stations that I want to be on, I want to be represented by. And what I do is I put the topic in and the station. So that when I go up to these producers, if there has been a story done recently about my topic, I can share that with them. Why do you do that? People love people that are fans of their show. People also love people that are on the pulse of the topic that they assume their expertise. So, be relevant. The other thing is when you talk to your audience, and when you present to your audience, you have to kind of look like them. You have to be like them. I always say when I teach dressing for success, dress 10% over your current position. 10%. So when you get on TV, you want to dress 10% better. Because more than 10 or 20% makes you not relevant to them. Oh, that person looks fantastic. Gosh, I'm never going to do that. Look at that outfit she's got on. Look at those shoes. Wow, look at that hair. Did you see that ring? That's great for them, but it's just not good for me. Therefore, you're not relatable. You're not relevant. You're not getting on. And you'll never know it because they're never going to talk about that. So be relevant in as much as you know what's going on in the world. Be relevant in as much as you know what's going on in your relationship to the audience that you're seeking. Relevancy. Know what's happening in your topic now. Age, no longer a problem. Relevancy, huge. The other thing I'd like to talk about a little bit is what I call being reliant. Now the first thing is self-reliance, right? You must know and really own that you're an expert on you. You may be an expert on the topic, but there may be other experts on the topic. But the one thing I can promise you is that you're an expert on you. And generally speaking, you know 90% more than the person that you're talking to at the other end of that stool, right? So be confident in that. Know that you know what you know when you know. And learn how to carve those sentences and create that relevant and relatable conversation in sound bites. And I talk about sound bites all the time. I talk about side bites all the time. And that's what Steve and the coaches are masterfully teaching and working with you to create. Teaching and the producers and relating your expertise in sound bites. Okay? So, reliant, Be confident. Be standing up in your power. And you know what? None of us know everything. I once had, from the summit, an interview with a wonderful, wonderful radio host. And he puts his guests on for an hour. It's a long time to be the only guest on the radio show. And he's really thorough, and he did a great job, and I loved him. And then I got the question. I was working on color. And many of you know that's it's the heart of hearts, color. And he says to me, Mary, I've been thinking about this thing. And I thought, oh my God, I know what he's going to ask me. Oh my God, I know what it's going to be. It had to be. Yes, it was. He said, so are you telling me that if a person is colorblind, that the vibration of the color is still going to activate a certain amount of energy that you believe is connected to an emotion? I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. How do I know? I'm not a scientist, you know? So I thought to myself, I stood up in my power and I said, I have no idea whether that's true or not. But I promise you that I will do the research and I'll get back to you. But in my opinion, see what I just did? State the fact. You don't know, you don't know. For God's sakes, don't fib. Do not tell a lie on TV or anywhere else, because it will come back to haunt you. Admit you don't know, say you will find out the answer, but now you step into your power. In my opinion, so who are you the expert on? You. In my opinion. In my opinion, I feel as though, and this is what I thought to be true, and since then maybe I have grilled every expert that I can find on this subject. By the way, a study has never been done on this. If I truly believe that it is the vibration of the color that someone's experiencing, whether they see it or not, is unimportant. And I have gone on and on to work with a lot of people, and I found that still to be true, by the way. Yay! But what I'm trying to share with you is, you're the expert on you. Really important. So that's how we're self-reliant. And the other thing about being reliant is you have to be authentic. You have to be who you truly are, which brings us around the circle today when I talked about you are here to deliver a message, many of you, that is much greater than you are. And if you show up as your authentic self, if you show up reliant, if you show up trusting and good and show that you have integrity, they're going to like you. And remember what I said, if they're going to like you, they're going to hire you. And they like people that are true and honest and stand up in their brand and are the same today as they are yesterday, as they will be tomorrow. The media loves consistency. So when they find out who you are, when you show up in your brand, you've got to be in that brand every day. The second episode that I did with Kathy Lee and Hoda, a few months after this one, I did a segment on branding. And I thought, how the heck am I going to put branding into a 3-minute segment? I thought, how you look, plus what you say, plus how you behave, equals your personal brand. And that's it in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. So tomorrow, we worked on how you look. You're going to look great, right? And you're going to be confident and clear and happy and focused and enthusiastic and have the edge. We've rehearsed what you're going to say. And the most important thing is, if you can't get that pitch out, just talk to people. People like to be talked to. They want to have a conversation. They don't want to be talked at. So engage them. Right? And how you behave, which I have no doubt you're all going to do a beautiful job at that. And if you do that, you have your brand. If you have your brand, they're going to like you. You're going to be relatable. You're going to be relevant. You're going to be reliable. And you're going to get booked. And one last thing. Sometimes things don't go as well as we planned. I can share that with you. Being in the industry all my life, I got a lot of no's. As a matter of fact, you get 19 no's to every yes once you're a working talent. It's about the ratio. Really working, like make your living at it. 19 no's to every yes. So we got a lot of no's. And what I noticed in the summit, one of the biggest mistakes I see in the summit is this. They pitch, and they didn't like it. But this is the show that I wanted to get on, and they come to me and post. Didn't work. I'm like, so? What happens is they bring that to the next one. well, he didn't like me. You know, you weren't on my list. Meanwhile, it's like CBS. You weren't on my list. I really wanted to get on Good Morning America. And you know what? They say no. Montel Williams was not on my list. I sure as heck didn't go up there and tell him that I really didn't care for his show at all. What I'm sharing with you is this. Energy is important, right? Clear your energy. Go to each one of these people as if it's the first. It doesn't matter what happened to the person before. You don't need 100. You need one, ladies and gentlemen. You need one. This media session is speed dating, baby. You get 90 seconds. What do you want? The second date. That's it. You want the second date with these people, right? But if you go over there with the puss, you ain't likable, you're not relatable, you sure as heck ain't relevant. So clean yourself off, shake it off. And in my book, Straight Up with a Twist, I came up with this for you. FIDO. F-I-D-O. They don't like you, forget it, dance on. So I will leave you with that. I love you. I'm here for you. I believe in you. And I know that each of you are going to have a stellar experience. Not only for the next 3 days, but from this moment forward. God bless you.